All right, we're in. Hello and welcome everyone to Longshot. I am Sir Feffers, and it's Tuesday, which means we're playing Terraform. Last we left off, the party brutalized my 3 BBUGs, and I learned not to have a long drop near anything resembling a boss fight. Now I know. I'm stronger for it. Anyway, thank you so much for being here. We have an Instagram and a Discord and a YouTube, and the YouTube's got fully edited episodes. You can find that at Jake and Feffers. The Discord is where we post those tasty pictures we use for our visuals, and the memes go on the Instagram. The party, we're doing something a little finicky, so you're gonna have to work with us. We're gonna be picking up in a kind of flashback scene before picking up where the party left off last. Where the party left off last. They managed to return to Dragon's End, and after fighting who turned out to be Skiop, an undead giant, and the worm serpent that came out of his mouth that the chat summoned, they will be moving on from there. They found 2 NPCs, Mop Guy, most importantly, but also Marin, the druid. And Marin has been doing extensive research and trying to figure out who's still alive and whatnot. But before we get to all that, we're going to jump back so that we can cover a couple of important things with Mentiroso. Fizbin, you have just resurrected an alligator, and it was your first time doing a resurrection, if I remember correctly.
Yes, it was.
And Minty, as you kind of turn, you see Gator Mom. Fizbin is relieved that it worked.
I'm there too.
Yes.
I
Honestly, wasn't even sure if it was gonna work, but I really wanted to try.
That's amazing.
I'm mostly just stunned. I think Mentiroso would stand there just not moving for a minute.
Okay.
And if he doesn't move in, so I'm like, all right, and one more thing. And I'm gonna take my staff, I'm gonna touch it down to the head of Gator Mom, and cast Awaken. The target must have either no intelligence score of an intelligence of 3 or less. The target gains an intelligence of 10. The target also gains the ability to speak 1 language you know.
Okay.
If the target is a plant, okay. Your GM chooses statistics appropriate. Oh, for the plant, never mind. This is an animal, so animal statistics. The awakened beast or plant is charmed by you for 30 days or until you and your companions do anything harmful to it. When the charm condition ends, the awakened creature chooses whether to remain friendly to you based on how you treated it while it was charmed.
Excellent.
I don't know why, but I kind of picture Gator Mom with like a Midwest accent.
I can't do that on the spot.
Okay, Cajun it is.
Oh no, that's worse. Oh God. Leve long crumble.
make all your D's sound more D's. You know what I'm saying?
What we're gonna go with is sun, and it's gonna.
That wasn't even close.
Nope.
Wasn't Midwest at all.
I was going really difficult on your throat for this conversation.
That's all right.
Like, Midwest 7 packs a day. That's what that.
Yeah, there you go.
Welcome, you never call.
All right.
Okay, so yeah, I drop down to knees because that's closer to alligator height, and just go, Mom?
Looking at this older gator, pretty big because it lived a pretty long life, up until the point where it was consumed by a hill giant. You can note the sentience, the difference in the eye contact and the looking around and the kind of rolling of the shoulders, as you will. What has happened? What is this?
I don't really know.
she's gonna look up at Terra. Okay. And go.
Rare occurrence.
What's
Oh, she knows me. We've known each other for a while.
No, it's just you're so short.
We've known each other. What's do we know her? What's your mom's name?
Mom.
Okay.
She's gonna look up and go, "Was this you, love?"
Yeah, of course.
Oh.
I've been studying more, getting more powerful.
Yeah. And I'm sure you two have had conversations before as a druid of your skill.
I've known her probably her whole life
Yeah,
because
she
I'm
gives
older.
you a little claw tap on the hoof, and then comes over and goes, "Thank you,
Of course. Happy to have you back.
my
Menti.
boy."
Menti missed you so much. It was adorable.
Oh.
It was so sad. Look at him right now. He's speechless.
That's rare.
I know. That's what I was just gonna say.
Oh, okay. All right. You've been alive for 30 seconds and we're already... Listen. I... Thank you, I say to Terra.
Of course.
And I just look at Fizbin. I don't thank you, but I just, like, nod.
I'm gonna walk over to Fizbin and I'm just gonna be like, let's give him some time.
They always been able to talk like that.
No. Just this one. Just because of me.
Oh. Magic is weird.
It is, isn't it? No, it's really cool. You brought it back. I'm just gonna.
A somber look comes into Mama Gator's eyes and goes, "How much time do I have?"
She's saying that to me?
Mm-hmm. She's under the impression that whatever this is won't last.
What is time, really?
Deep.
Did these two leave? Because I was waiting for an answer from them. You know, who cares? You're here now, and that's what's important.
You see her kind of relax a little bit, kind of look around. She looks at Albert, and she does like a bit of a smile in her little crocodile eyes.
Yeah, I've kept your son safe all this time.
You are my son.
Well, I kept me safe too, obviously, Mom.
I thought you knew.
Like, clearly, I know I'm your son. We're the spitting
we need
image.
to go for a walk in the cave. Let's go in the cave real quick. And she kind of plods into the cave.
Oh no, here it comes.
Okay. I don't stand up. I just like stay on my knees, just kneeling.
Oh. Albert is not mine. Albert is yours.
I think I would know if I'd given birth.
I was there when you pulled Albert out of the weave. This is a magical alligator. Albert's like,
Yeah, we would have the same look. Just...
up at you.
So, he does like card tricks, or you do card tricks?
Albert was one of your creations.
Pretty sure like the only creation I came up with as a kid was Mudball.
You were very young, but we watched you. And then there's a moment where she sits there and mourns her dead husband, but doesn't say anything. You were pulling animals out of the weave, out of thin air. And eventually you settled on Albert to be one of us.
I think, okay, I'm gonna wake up Tara again because I feel like maybe she touched you a little too much with the stick.
Oh, honey. Bless your heart.
You're telling me that I can just make animals appear? Like I do, okay, so I just did the thing, like I just, like, I can call animals, and then, like, they'll come. Sometimes I can do that. But he doesn't go away. Look, Mom, I really want to understand what you're saying to me right now, but I think you're speaking a different language, and that's weird because you haven't spoken any of them until now.
Yes. It's a very strange experience. But you'll get there.
Okay, so what you're trying to tell me is that if I, like, believe hard enough, I can make Albert not an alligator.
Give it a try.
I believe you. You know, we don't have to.
I said give it a try, young man.
Okay, mechanically, this only works after a long rest.
Well, yeah. This is during a long rest, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, well, in that case, I gotta find the button that makes him change, but I'm gonna stare at Albert real hard.
Albert's looking a little nervous.
He's gonna remain an alligator, but he's gonna grow wings.
He's just too heavy to fly, so he's just flapping
just his
really hard on the
comes
ground.
up a little bit. Then he tries really hard.
And then I look at Mom and I go, so are we having the same trip?
Albert's real hyped about flying right now. The cat with wings kind of comes in and walks immediately out. Comes over to Tara and just kind of wide-eyed kind of curls around. Kind of just curls around Tara's hoof.
Okay. All right. This has been a very weird night. And I haven't had any time to lick my fur at all. I'm tired, and I'm not hungry anymore. Do you want Hill Giant? Look, I just have a couple questions. Where's Dad?
When the sanctuary fell to rot, we had to flee. He did not last long, unfortunately.
Do I know what rot is?
Yeah. No. It rotted.
Okay,
that's a fair question. I do that kind of thing all the time.
So you and Dad ran away from the sanctuary. What happened? What happened to him?
Those reaching unnatural plants ripped him apart. When the great bird dropped the seed in the center of the sanctuary, it just went bad. And once he was gone, I had no reason to stay, so I fled. Eventually, I ran into this hill giant.
Yeah, no, I ran into him too.
You make Mama so proud. More pats. You will avenge my husband, yes, your father.
I met the thing that killed Dad. And I threw him off. I put him to sleep, and then I threw him off a 600-foot tall tree.
That's a pretty big ass tree.
Yeah, it took a while to climb.
So show me the body.
Here's the thing.
Mentiroso. You will go, and you will bring his body back to me, and I will eat him.
Yes, Mama, I will.
Good boy. You're a good boy.
I have no more important story questions. I figured we would just
Okay.
like casually catch up.
Yeah,
from
absolutely. So, and you're right, that voice did a number on my throat. I thought it'd be okay. Fast forwarding.
Not what I was hoping my mother would sound like, but
Well,
am I giving myself a long rest now?
yes.
Okay. I'm also taking those 5 temporary hit point boosts.
If I do awaken on a plant, it better sound way cuter than that, Jeff. Just so
I
you
have
know.
plans for multiple different types of plants. Thank you.
Okay.
Thranduin,
Yeah.
you have taken Whisper, and you drove it into this serpent that came writhing out of the giant zombie. And soon it's just this shriveled, kind of bacon-looking thing.
Oh, if only Albert were here.
And as you kind of, the last of the blood, you watch as it doesn't get soaked up and actually just onto the ground. And it goes...
You know, I wasn't sure you could actually be sated.
This is a first. I feel stronger.
I would hope so. I don't know how many gallons of blood you just consumed.
So what now? Dragon. Where are we?
This is Dragon's End. What's left of it.
Appropriate. It's blighted. Feels cold.
Yeah, we're here to kill a lich.
Ugh. Gross.
You don't into liches, so I
I
shouldn't
don't
stab
do
you into a
undead.
lich.
Undeads. Nope.
Good to know. Good to know. Oh, yeah.
I have
But
standards.
but next time I kill another dragon, we'll let you know.
Everyone else is kind of watching.
And just gonna
Oh.
talk, slides it back into a sheath. It's like, cool.
Yeah.
Boop.
Everyone else is kind of watching this snake thing shrivel up. Fizbin, make a sleight of hand for me real quick. Don't
Sleight of hand.
Just go for it. Just
That's my favorite thing. Slight is dexterity checks.
okay.
7.
7. All right. So what's everyone doing? Everyone watch this serpent become bacon.
We'll go check on Mop Guy.
Okay. You kind of look up at the 50 feet of broken staircase up to the balcony above. Oh, you're
Excuse
already
me,
up there.
I never went
Never
down
went
there.
down. Just rain
right.
down hellfire.
I rain down sunlight. Thank you. Magic and happiness. I'm gonna go check on Mop Guy.
Mop Guy, now that it's gotten kind of quiet, he's gonna kind
Are
of
you okay?
yeah.
Okay.
We
He
should
seems to be fine. He's been fine this whole time.
Shh.
But we just killed the thing.
It's there's a lot of things out here.
Are there things in here?
I don't think so. Everyone's been kind of staying clear of the tunnels below. It seems that that's where it's worst.
Tunnels.
Down into the under thing, the low places.
Okay. Can I put my hands out for the little druid boy?
Marin kind of
Okay. Just put him back on my head.
Okay.
Keep him close.
I hope Phil and his people are faring all right.
I do too.
The only place that the party has seen that isn't just kind of overrun is the Church of the Path. Another point of notice is that there was you do have a ship in reserve out of sight around a corner but within signal distance. You also had Marn's notes, and that was saying that he couldn't find he couldn't confirm that any of the Council of Dragon's End was still alive. But you got Mop Guy, so.
Well, maybe do a final sweep of the house to make sure we got everything.
Okay. Roll a D100.
While he's doing that, I'm just gonna ask Marn. I'm just gonna be like, do you know how to get the people out of the cocoons? They're like kind of connected to the investiture.
He's gonna, and then into the little halfling he is.
Okay.
That is exactly 100.
No way.
What?
Yes. Two zeros.
Wow. Jake.
Now
This
what?
was,
Fat?
this was no. This was a loot. This was a loot roll. Go ahead and take a look at some of the wondrous items, and grab something. Grab something tasty.
Jake's gonna be unstoppable.
rod.
He's already unstoppable.
Get the immovable rod.
I love
Oh my
the
gosh.
immovable rod.
What rarity are we talking?
We're talking very rare or lower, and of course I reserve the right to veto as always.
A deck of many things.
Yeah. Yeah, let's just pour some oil on this.
If I get wish, I can make it all better.
If
A
you
couple
really
of good
love me,
items in
you'd get a
Fizbin,
bag
go
of
for it.
beans.
Bag of beans.
All right. Wow, a 100. Well done.
Yeah.
Marin pops up. Oh, hello, miss. It's been a dreadful time.
I'm sorry.
He's gonna give you a hug. He's gonna
Oh,
back
it's
off
okay.
real quick.
Okay.
So, how have you been? Me and
Oh,
Mopka have been holding it down.
You're doing a very good job.
We're still on the house. It is.
It is. Well done. Well, so we need to find the lich that's supposed to be in town that's causing all of this. Have you felt anything in the town? Any connection through the earth of where maybe there's like
I don't know.
a high amount of deaths or where?
Unfortunately, that is something we need to figure out. I've been all over the town. I've been in the low places and in the under thing and in the tunnels, and no one cares about a mouse. But I have not seen a high or low ever.
Okay. Do you know anything about how to get the people out of the cocoons?
I can try.
Okay.
I haven't tried yet. I've been mostly just hiding and trying to leave some writings for someone to eventually find once I'm gone.
Okay, you're not gonna be gone. You got us. What can I try? Can I help you? Can I help you try?
If you want to bring me one of those things, I can see what I can do.
Sure.
What a time to be alive.
Okay. Tara will go out to try and collect one of those things.
Okay, so roll for stealth. You kind of head out into the night
Pass without
air.
trace. Boop.
Bang, plus 10.
Thank goodness. 14.
14. Okay.
I rolled a 2.
So damn.
I'll pick a different dice.
You make your way. The cobblestones feel like sticky, and you can see various shapes So most of them are like slowly trudging around, but every now and then you catch a glimpse in some dark alley of real fast. You see these floating heads, pictures in the Discord. These floating heads that the skulls have like fractured down on the sides and spread out into these strange ears and little tentacle looking things dangling. And there seems to just be like a general flock of them around. And of course, this massive snake-like dragon that you fought, who was the leader of the Held Breath.
Mm-hmm.
As a bone naga, this massive skeletal snake. You can post a picture on the Discord. Thank you, Fox. You're the best. I love you. And it's wrapped up around the council's building. The office, the massive building in the center. This bone dragon is wrapped about, and kind of its head is just on top of it.
We can take it. Let's go.
So as you move along the side, you kind of get to the side of the building. You don't go too far, so a 14 stands, but you kind of go up and you can see the cocoon, this flesh-like sack, and you can vaguely see the person inside.
Okay. I'm going to cast Enhance Ability of Bull's Strength. Well, can I examine it to see what I might figure out what I might need to do to get this off so that I can cast Enhance Ability for the right thing?
Make a investigation check.
Wonderful. Dirty 20.
City Hall. Thank you, Floxen. Dirty 20. You can see this vein-like substance kind of coming out of the sides of this cocoon into the wall. And as you look at the wall, you realize that the sheer cliff that has always been almost this white chalk is a blackish red. And you look up and you realize it's all just caked blood. So the veins are going onto the blood, and that's what's anchoring it. So relatively strong enough to hold a person there, but this is rip-offable.
So strength.
Yeah.
So I need to be okay. Wonderful. I'm gonna cast Enhance Ability with Bull's Strength, so I have advantage on strength checks.
Okay.
And it ups my carrying capacity, which gives me 2d6 of temp HP.
You can see inside the cocoon, all the veins are going under the eyes and in the ears and in the pores of this person.
It's gonna be a 15.
15. Okay, yeah, you tear it off. And you can see the white chalk, and you watch as the crusted blood recoagulates and then covers the wall again.
Interesting. I'm gonna quietly bring it back.
Okay. You bring it back. You get back in on the bottom floor, and you rejoin the party.
I'm gonna tell the party everything I saw about the bone dragon and the wall with the blood and the veins, and I ripped this off and I it down in front of the druid.
You were right, mop guy. There's a lot more out there.
Yeah.
Sorry.
He's just got his broken off mop handle that's just sharpened. Just wooden stake looking thing. It's very dark in here. There's like one light, like a soft lantern that's kind of hooded to give everyone enough vision. And a dull, softening glow in the area that Fizbin made sacred on the balcony of the 3rd floor.
Speaking of Fizbin, he's finally made his way back up from slamming down on the dragon.
You and Tara make your way up there, kind of clambering up the rubble.
Fair enough. Well, if that's true, then maybe we did in fact find all of the council members. Maybe they're stuck inside.
Maybe. That would make sense. Hopefully we can get them out.
Our next question is, do we fight that thing and rescue the council members, or do we try and find the Lich first and fight it?
I'm gonna guess that maybe the Lich is inside of the building that's wrapped around.
Oh,
Yeah.
I was afraid you'd say that.
Yeah. That's where my guess is gonna go.
The as you lay down the cocoon, Marin begins growing vines out of the wooden floor and kind of making this gram around it, and kind of sits down and is like, this will take a while. If we just rip him out of there, he'll probably die. So
Take your time.
that's all I need is time. And he sits down and starts to meditate.
Boop, guidance.
You hear a sudden gong, a loud bell. And you feel all of Dragon's End shudder from it. The only bell in town that is that big is in the Church of the Path. And Thranduin, you kind of look out, and the horde that has occupied Dragon's End doesn't seem to react. It doesn't charge the church. In fact, as you're looking at it, it's the only thing that's not like in complete disarray. You even see the flickering lights. You even see flickering lights in the windows. Stained glass. Minty. A steed, a flying gator. Almost a surfboard like. You hear the gong as well. You've just gotten to the city, and you're looking down at this horrifying visage.
What am I seeing? This is the first time I've ever seen a city, so
Oh gosh.
this is
that's
to
right.
me.
So
This is what a city normally looks like.
okay. So a lot of structures, mostly intact, but kind of covered in this crusty black-red substance. You can see along the sides of the cliff walls, it's just covered in hundreds and hundreds of these flesh-like cocoons. From here, it just kind of looks like bumps. The massive snake, skeletal snake, wrapped around a building in the center, and then off to the side by the port, you see a church, and that's where the gong comes from. And you, from your perspective, you see all of this black-red ripple from the sound. Almost like in response.
Probably not the decorations I would have gone with for a city. That
Make a
snake's a nice touch. Perception check.
Yeah.
23.
Okay. You're like, the snake's a nice touch, and you look at it a little closer, and it looks like there are many hordes surrounding the town hall, including multiple zombified hill giants. Whatever this is, it's thoroughly entrenched. Holy crap. Dice Goblin, thank you for the gifted subs. How many is that?
10.
10. Good lord. Thank you so much.
The snake is
Wrapped
around town hall.
Yep, and then out,
there's a
and then
bunch
past that, there's a lot of defense, including, you can also see like these like nerve-like beings kind of standing, kind of coming out of the black-red muck, just kind of twitching.
Okay, I say to Albert, you know what? Air Albert, I'm kind of getting the sense that this is not what a city is supposed to look like. My thoughts exactly. And I'd like to hover around the bell.
Okay, so you're flying down towards the bell?
Yeah. I mean, not towards it. How far away am I from it right now? Like I can.
I mean,
hear
you're
it,
up in there. So the way this city
Yeah.
works is it's the only beach on the island. It kind of goes down this hill, which forms the cliffs, down to a port. Close to the port, kind of off to the side, a little higher up. So the whole city's on a slant. Is this church? A very nice, large church, big steeple. Gosh, what to say from your perspective? You see. I don't know if this is the first time you've seen glass, but you see paned glass.
You've seen our armor. He knows what glass is.
That's true. Multiple, many colors and of the like, and you can see pictures within the glass, of these pathways and people walking along the path and people in robes kind of guiding them along the path.
Okay. But I don't see anything weird happening at or around the church. There was just a big bell that went off.
Yeah.
Is there a place I can kind of like take down, like set down away from, but still like keep eyes on?
Yeah, so you on the top of the cliff, you kind of perch down and your feet touch grass, and you're like, okay, that's normal. I know this. and you kind of crouch down and start watching. Rest of the party, what are you guys doing?
Thranduin just noticed this, right? Noticed the
The only thing you didn't notice was the blood reacting in the way it did.
Okay. Is there any chance that the Lich would be in there at the church?
All the zombies were running away from the church, weren't they?
They're just not around it.
Mm.
Maybe sending them off to do other things.
Maybe.
I mean, it's worth investigating. If the Lich is there, we can kill it, and if it's not, we can see if there are survivors.
And either way, we can burn it down, just in case.
Just in case.
I'm all for
Mentiroso's
burning down
ears
the
perk
church.
up from way over
Like,
there.
don't misunderstand me.
Sneezes, a little
100%,
cat sneeze.
100% down for burning the church, but maybe not before killing the Lich, since this is like the only possible safe haven for now.
Assuming that he's not in there.
If he's in there, then we kill him and burn it down.
Yes.
If he's in there, then that's definitely not how.
And if he's not in there,
We could just burn it down from the outside and just.
But what if there's
I mean, if
people
it kills
in
the
there? What
if
if
there are
there's
people from
villagers in
Dragon's End hiding in there, then that's a lot of murder.
Are
Of-
there a lot of? Do you really think that there's people still living in this world? This mop guy. I mean, really, there's like a large amount of people inside of the church, of the path. I mean,
Tara's
also, would it
gonna-
really be that big of a loss? Let's be honest here.
Tara's gonna stealthily whisper, Fizbin, if Mop Guy made it, probably some other people were able to make it. Let's be real, okay?
They're members of the Church of the Path. Are they really people? I mean, do we,
Oh
do we
my
have
God.
this?
They might
hard?
not be members. They might have just fled there for sanctuary.
Here's what you remember.
You'll have people come to your church for sanctuary.
Yeah,
without
the
them
real
being
church with a
members.
real God.
Right,
Yes, they're just a bunch
right.
of blasphemers and liars.
But we took the boat of the Stormfather that would have been Sanctuary, and we left with
So
it.
they
So
had
this
to
was
go
kind of their only other
somewhere.
option.
We'll go
I hate
inside.
agreeing with
We'll
you.
burn it down later.
Fine. Make sure that potential members of the future Stormfather are alive, and
Yes.
then we burn the church down. Yes.
Okay.
And it's great
The
because we can be like,
church.
oh no, it burned
Our
down.
church.
What a
It
bummer.
burned down.
So much chaos.
It's broken.
It's broken. Sounds like a plan.
Very well.
Let's go.
There are so many very rare items, guys.
Should we go to break a little early so we can figure that out before you leave?
If that's
Yeah, we can do that. We can just take an
cool.
early
I
break.
mean, just gonna.
Sure, I can get some tea.
All right, well, we'll take a quick break. We'll be right back, gang.
Make me jump. What's wrong with you?
Whoa. Okay.
Dance monkeys. Hello, we're back. So, Thranduin,
Yes.
you find a hidden. You move aside a one of the nice overgrown sofas, and you hear one of the legs is kind of hollow. Upon inspection, you unscrew the leg and take a glance, and you find a strange amulet.
What could this do?
Feels like it's got holy energy.
Do I have? Actually, I think I have detect magic.
But do you have identify?
Oh, that's the one. Yeah, yep. I don't have that one. That's the one I need. Wow, this has holy energy. Cast. Yep, I was right. All right, well, I'm gonna put it on.
All right. You are able to use your channel divinity without using one of your divinity points, I think the term is.
Yeah, one free channel divinity.
And what's the other thing?
+3 to my spell attack and spell DC.
Nice.
My spell attack is now +13 and 21 save.
The party takes a short rest as they kind of reconvene and talk about options. Looks like they're going to head out to investigate what's going on with the church.
Church.
Loose term. Church there.
All right.
I wonder who they'll meet at the church.
I'm trying to get there.
Let's roll stealth as the party.
Pass without trace. Poof.
Bamf.
On all of us.
+10 to everybody's pass without trace rolls.
Nice.
Another trade. I got disadvantage, so. I'm gonna guess. What's Dayton, Brady, and Crichton doing?
Dayton, Brady, and Crichton stole away during the short rest into the tunnels below the mansion to see if they could find anything that would help. And your sleight of hand check means that the staff went with her.
Yup.
Aww.
Well, didn't
Told
she
me you had a
say?
cat there.
She said last time that for me that it would go with him.
I think what she said was, "I want to be there for it."
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
So.
And then Fizman was like, "All right, fine. Have her hold on to the staff. Watch what happens."
I thought she changed it when she knew she wasn't going to be here this session.
I don't think we talked about it. I'll hit her up after the session. So, what are those stealth checks?
18.
21.
17.
17. A moonless
That's with pass
night.
without trace.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I roll a disadvantage.
Yep.
I rolled a
same.
6.
My first roll was a 19, and then it
And
was
I
a
have
6.
hooves.
Mine would have been a 36.
Look,
Proud of you.
we all can't be sneaky cats.
With a
right?
17,
I mean, you can.
I mean, not
Minty,
nice, too
you
late.
do see the little bit of glint off of the toughened glass that is Fizban's armor, and you can see them slowly making their stealthy way along the side of the cliff and kind of darting back and forth every now and then, waiting as a large horde kind of stumbles past them and then darting along towards the church.
How far away? Are they on my side or are they on the other side of the...
You came from the south, so they would be on your side.
Yeah, so they're like, I'm looking down at them.
A couple 100 feet.
Can I drop a couple rocks? I just want to like...
Make a dex check.
11.
11. Fizban, you're walking, and you hear a little, and you look down and you see a couple of rocks, and you look up and you kind of step to the side as one would have hit you, and you see a feline
I'm just
person.
looking over the edge.
You're gonna have words. poke whoever's in front of me.
I'm gonna say Terra.
Sure.
Thranduin being behind you sees all of this as well.
Randuin slit his throat in the morning.
We are going to the church.
We're both on vengeance
Terra,
journeys,
Terra,
and
make
you
a
will not
performance
interrupt
check.
that.
I'm sorry, you can't understand. We are
From
going.
300 plus feet up, yeah, you're gonna have to make a little.
Well,
So our intelligence is really not that high.
How close are they to like bad people right now?
24.
And it, okay, yeah, you properly communicate this information. They are constantly within earshot, at least, of
okay,
a lot of
never mind.
danger, a lot of bad stuff.
I won't just yell. I would, however, like to just start climbing down towards them.
Okay,
I mean, face down.
you just start golem crawling down the side of it.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. And
Going to
slowly
poison his next meal.
and slowly, after a minute, the party kind of waits a bit, and Minty is returned to the party. Albert kind of
What are you guys
glides down.
doing?
What are you
hey,
doing?
Nobody freak out. Albert has wings now.
Okay.
Yeah,
Where's your mom?
I left her back at the cave.
Okay.
She's doing good. You know, she still has that scar on her eye. I guess you guys couldn't fix that, which is totally fine. Like, I'm not upset about that. The talking thing was a bit weird. Didn't really know what was going on with the talking thing. That one was a weird. I did not expect my mom to sound like that. I mean, I don't really know what an alligator is supposed to sound like, but I guess other than that, you know, I've only ever heard her in my mind before. And
She sound anything
told-
like me at all?
you know, now that you mention it, stop! Don't talk to me. I picture my mother now. That's so weird. She told me.
Good.
She said, go find the guy who killed your dad and bring him to me so I can eat him. So I guess I'm stuck with you guys until we find Makuta so that my mom can eat him.
I mean, that's pretty par for the course for us reptiles, yes. I
Do
want
you-
to eat him as well.
Oh, good. Quick question:
Yes.
is this what cities usually look like?
No. Remember how we told you that there was like a undead zombie thing, and there's a thing here that we need to kill? They've been like destroying this place. Sometimes you can find places that have like these things called burgers, and we'll have you try coffee. It's gonna be great.
I don't remember any of that, but I believe that you said it to me before. So we're trying to go in this place with the bell.
We think there might be people that are in there, and we're gonna ask some questions before we go to the place with the snake dragon thing.
I saw
Yeah,
that.
we
I
decided
liked
we
that.
decided to go to the bigger evil before we decided to go to the snake thing.
This
Okay,
one doesn't like
cool.
the church.
I mean,
Church.
I don't even know what that is. So,
Yeah, he doesn't like that building.
are there? Well, I guess we'll find out what's in it. I would like to just continue crawling.
I
down
know
the
what's
cliff
in it.
as
Sinners.
if
Sinners
they-
are inside.
Exactly.
Okay.
As if they can also just climb face down straight sheer cliff. I will continue.
All right. The party gets up. The party makes their way down to the port. Notably, the water looks untouched. It doesn't look like it's doing anything out of note. But by now, the wooden docks have corroded and rotten. You guys are in an alleyway, looking out into a large expanse. There's a fountain that is not moving anymore. And Minty, you can see a statue to Thranduin nearby it as well. And then across this open courtyard, kind of the main road down to the port itself, you can see on the other side, roughly about 80 feet, is the church.
I see a statue to Thranduin.
That's correct.
I would like to point at the statue, and then point at Thranduin, and then point at the statue again, and then give him a face that says, "I'm asking questions."
I helped kill the dragon that was terrorizing the town, and they built this in my honor.
They built you a statue in your honor for killing one dragon?
I mean, they're easily impressed. And I wasn't going to
Oh,
argue.
this'll be fun.
We're totally going to get a second statue with all of us somewhere else.
Oh,
after
absolutely.
this.
I'm gonna start designing it now.
Yeah. I think I'm going to tell them in this one, I want me to be flexing, though.
Just
Because, like,
Okay.
I just need, like, I don't know, something like that. No.
Do you think they'd make my tail a little longer?
They'll do whatever you ask them to.
Oh, I mean, they were gonna
Because they'll
do
be
that
in
anyway.
your debt forever. Oh,
Whatever
and this
that
time
word
I'm
means.
getting a seat on the council because I'm tired of like them controlling things because I think I can do it better.
They make these really stupid things
Sure.
called laws that everyone has to obey that don't make sense.
Some of them do. Some of them make sense actually.
Well, I don't
they're
like
not-
that.
They're not all bad.
We can talk
Some
about
of the ones that
overthrowing
we
the
come
council.
into were bad.
But for
Okay,
now
so
we're
we're
burning a
80
church, right? Let's go burn the church.
Church.
We're burning it? I produced flame.
After we
This is the
investigate.
first thing
but,
mentioned to me.
But then we're gonna burn it after. Don't burn it until we get the
Yeah.
all clear.
After. Okay,
Yeah.
so you said we're in an alleyway, Feff?
yes.
Are like between buildings,
Mm-hmm.
and we're like 80 feet from the church? Down the alleyway or like across the main?
No, you're at the edge of the alleyway looking at this open cobblestone road that's 80 feet long or 80 feet wide.
Okay. And the church is like
Passes
across
by.
from them.
Yeah.
And so like all the bad people just keep walking by this alleyway.
There are many, yes.
Okay, I'm gonna kind of like look around, and then I would like to kind of climb the side of the building
Okay.
just to get a better look about like the best way to get to this church.
Okay. You get almost to the top. You're about 10 feet to the top of the building when you are paralyzed by a sudden searing pain. You don't see anything new around you, but you feel icy grip in your mind.
Uh-oh.
Can I speak?
Yes.
Okay, I just look down to you guys and say, brain freeze?
What are you talking about?
What is that?
I dispel.
You know when you eat too much ice too quick and it hurts?
Do we have ice in Dragon's End? Is that a thing yet?
Yeah.
Does it
It's
get
imported
really
at
cold?
this point. You can import that. You take 7 necrotic damage, and you lose 1 tick of your strength modifier, or your strength score.
Oh.
If it goes to 0, you die.
I dispel magic on.
Oh.
Wait, if the modifier goes to 0, if your strength
No,
goes
if your
to 0.
strength
Strength
score.
goes to
Okay,
zero.
I was about to say,
Oh,
my
I was
modifier
like,
was
what?
already -1.
Yeah. It confused and starts buffing your strength.
Whatever it has, it gets the opposite weight.
Can I cast dispel magic on him?
Sure. You cast a spell magic, and nothing happens.
No.
Are you okay?
Can
What's
I pull
going
him
on?
back down?
He's 40 feet up.
Oh.
I should have asked how tall it was before I started climbing. Okay, is the pain still there, or is it just like a
Yes.
thing and now it's gone?
Make a Constitution saving throw.
18.
Okay. The pain stops, but you're still paralyzed.
Did we see what happened, or was this invisible magic?
This Fizbin, you are a learned man. Make a history check.
Surprisingly, since it's an intelligence check, 17. I'm actually proficient in history.
Nice.
Because I'm an old wizened man. Despite my 9 intelligence.
Posting a picture on the Terraform channel on the Discord.
Awesome.
It is a literal shadow.
Oh, good.
Oh.
And it is where?
It is 40 feet up where he is got on the side of the wall where he is 10 feet to get to the top of the ceiling.
Oh, good.
You should come down. There's a shadow right next to you. With a capital S.
Those kind of follow you around everywhere, President.
How, who, what?
I said those kind of follow you around everywhere,
Oh.
President.
No, like the creature.
You
Are
take
you
another
feeling weaker?
10 necrotic damage. And
Please come down.
I cast spider climb on myself and go up and get him.
Don't go up there.
You lose 2 strength. You get up there, and
Yeah, pull him down.
Make an athletics check.
Okay.
Oh boy.
I'm good at that.
Wait, how much more damage did you say I took?
10 necrotic, and then you lose
2 strength.
I think I said 2
Yeah.
strength. Yeah.
22.
2
22.
more strength, or
You managed to
yeah,
rest
total.
him
2 more.
from these 2 more strength. You managed to rest him from this shadow, and you can watch it move a little bit now that you're close.
And bring him back down to the ground.
Okay. The paralysis wears off by the time you're back down.
do I get my strength back?
No.
Rude.
Based off my knowledge of the creature, would I know that if a remove curse would restore it?
Nope. You're gonna need a short or long rest. So sleep it off, kind of a thing.
Fair enough.
Is there a tree on the church grounds?
There's one lone willow.
Do I know of any other? Are there any other trees nearby?
All the other trees have been rotted away and destroyed. This willow stands out because it is not destroyed and rotted away.
Are we just ignoring the thing that wore me like a cape?
I was gonna try and bamf us over to the tree. I'm not ignoring it.
Calm
But
down.
does it
Calm
specify
down.
that the tree has to be living, or can it still be like shriveled and dead, and you can still?
Yeah, it has to be living.
Yeah,
Oh.
it's, yeah.
I use the earth magic to move through it.
Uh,
That thing is terrifying.
What are the buildings made out of?
Mostly stone. The ones that are made of wood have long since collapsed.
Oh, good. These won't burn.
Yes, and by the way, and kind of like pats him on the back or whatever, and does a little cure wounds for 13 HP.
It was only temp HP that he hurt.
Oh well,
I
whatever.
still have
It's fine.
more. Don't worry. We haven't even
Oh.
gotten to my regular HP yet.
Also, that was necrotic damage, wasn't that?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
So I don't think he can heal that.
He's
I
still,
tried.
can I see
Unless
the shadow?
unless it specifies it, but necrotic is normal. Like if you take necrotic damage, you can heal it. Unless it says that they can't heal.
Now that the shadow is moving, you can see that it's slowly sliding down the wall towards the party.
Would this be considered a monster or a creature?
It would be considered an undead.
Are undeads
Those
not
things
creatures?
can still burn.
So, yeah, sure.
Oh.
It's not a beast, if that's what you mean.
No, I'm asking if it's a creature so I can try and charm it.
Yeah.
I'm just
Yes.
gonna kind of look up at it as it's floating down, and I was like, "You look lovely spooky today. Do you want to be friends and cast charm, monster? Wisdom save, please."
She's doing what? With an undead?
It was either this or I throw a fireball at it, and this one seems fun too.
4. It is charmed.
It goes.
Hi, I'm Tara. It's lovely to meet you. Please don't hurt my friends again. That
Trying to
was
take
really
notes. We
nice.
need to learn how to do this to the undead.
Right?
We're trying to get over there. do you think that you could like make a distraction or help us get all of your friends out of the way so we could just like run over there, please?
You watch as it envelops around the party
Oh, okay.
as this inky blackness and begins slowly shepherding the party across the street.
Yes, let's go.
I whisper to Tara, can you ask it to give me my strength back?
Can you give Menti his strength back by any chance? I don't think it can. I think you just gotta take
Okay.
a nap.
No. It's fine.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
The party gets into the shadows of the church, but as you get to the edge of the cobblestones, you have to dart a little bit because suddenly
You can't
the
go.
shadow is not able to cross a certain unseen threshold.
I'm just gonna quickly like come back to the threshold.
Thank you so much.
Have a lovely day. I'm gonna put a dandelion in like the head of the shadow and hope it like sticks.
Roll for
You see a little dandelion, and it starts to fall, and you watch the shadow.
Okay. Bye bye now. Be safe.
It slinks away into the night.
Okay, we made it.
Safe?
I give Tara this face.
I like making friends, okay?
You have the most interesting magic. We need to talk more about this.
You attract more flies with honey than I don't know the other part. Let's
You
go.
can get the most with a net.
I prefer a fly swatter, but whatever.
So what? We're just gonna walk in the front door of
I
this.
don't know why you want flies in the
Church.
from place, but okay, let's go
I
inside.
don't see why not.
So you can try to go through the front door. You do see a side door with like little tiny steps going up to it from the angle that you're at. The bell tower itself is also technically an entrance. You
That
could
was the
smash
entrance
your
I
way
was
through the
thinking
stained
about.
glass windows, whatever you want to do.
The only way that I've ever entered one of these buildings was through the bell tower, and that's where I found this bow. So I feel like that probably my lucky entrance.
Okay.
Well, I think it's kind of hard for Fizbin and anyone to get up there.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to climb all the way up there and do that, go for it. We're just going to use the door. 'cause
I was
it's-
just gonna go in the front door.
So the party. Well,
Hey,
Fizbin, what are you doing?
Hang on, having someone sneak about in case this is a bad situation
That's
might
smart.
be a good idea.
Oh yeah, I totally.
I'm
agree.
good with that. We'll see you inside.
I just said if you want to do it.
Yeah,
I wasn't saying
so-
not to do
Okay,
it.
okay,
I
I'm
was
gonna
saying
do
to go
it.
do it.
Fizbin,
All right.
and are you going with Thranduin
Oh,
and
right.
Tara to the front door, or are you going to? Yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
Okay. As
The
Minty
door's
kind of-
kickable, isn't it?
You guys have
Yeah, I
a
was
little
like,
huddle moment, and Minty whoop, up the side of the wall.
And
And
Albert following.
yeah. And
Or just flies up with Albert. Like,
Yeah. As the rest of the party go to the front door, you hear vague voices through the front door. You open it up. It opens, and bright light is kind of hits you and makes a long line onto the cobblestones, and you see a lot of undead kind of, and they start shuffling forward. Someone grabs Thranduin and pulls him inside. And
I love
and holding both of your shoulders is Prince Philel. And he goes, "My friends, oh,
You're
this
not
is so
dead
good."
or undead
He
or-
grabs Tara, grabs Fizbin.
Wow.
Oh, we lost George.
you got yanked
Fizbin's
too
like,
hard.
I'm not going in this church.
He lights on fire immediately and leaves the party because he is dead. No,
He'll be back.
just this is fine.
So my father's just like, you cannot.
All right, while we're doing that, waiting for George to get back, Minty,
Minty.
you get up and you kind of get into the bell tower area, and this person was not there beforehand when you were flying by and taking a look earlier. There's an individual long trench coat, kind of a wide brim hat, very pale skin, wispy goatee, kind of narrow and close cut, very skinny. Is kind of got his back and butt kind of up against the rail of the side next to the big bell, and he's smoking a cigarette. He goes, "Greetings. You're a fun one."
Thanks, that's what my mom says. You're a wispy one.
I try my best. You notice that all along the ceiling of this tower are many bats, kind of looking down at you. What brings you to the most sacred church of the path?
Is there? Well, this was the only path, really. And okay, so what brought us here? Oh, a shadow brought us here? Which is weird to say, because everyone has a shadow, you know?
I don't have a reflection. Different takes.
Yep.
We take all kinds here at the most sacred church of the path. George, this is Minty up in the tower. He met an individual, and there are many bats on the ceiling. He is gaunt and lean. He's got a wide brim hat and a long cloak.
I see you have some friends up there.
Yes,
Have you ever seen one of these? And then just Air Albert
Oh,
flaps up.
that's quite impressive.
Yeah, he is.
How much would you like for him?
Your life.
No.
Okay.
Cool. I'm gonna go down here now.
Not that. What business have you entering this sanctuary?
I'll be honest with you. And I get really close. I have no idea.
Stay safe, friend. Below you go. You kind of make your
Toodles.
way. There's a ladder, but you kind of into the rafters of the ceiling.
Absolutely do not take
Roll
it.
for
Yeah.
stealth.
10. Rough.
Okay. You're in the rafters. You managed to get down on
Not
the
my best.
No, not your actually, but probably your worst.
Oh, absolutely.
All right. Prince Philel has grabbed the rest of the party and dragged him in. He goes, "It is so good to see you again. Oh, I thought you were dead." And he gives Thranduin a big hug, picks you up, moves you around a little bit, puts you back down, and goes, "You're stronger. Come in, come in."
Nice.
Nice.
And he kind of ushers the party into the room. Large open area. All of the pews have been moved to the sides, and there are knapsacks and sleeping bags. Kind of a situation, kind of all over the place, haphazardly. There's a giant pot of stew that you can see. Survivor. There's probably 50 people in here. You can see up on the podium. There is the Book of the Path on the podium still, and some incense burning. There is a door behind the podium and two other doors on the sides of the kind of raised dais stage. People all kind of look up and see the heroes of Dragon's End, and you hear whispering and morale kind of raising a bit, and a couple of priests as well of the path, kind of seeing to everyone's needs. One or two of them were kind of used to be kind of the more criminal side of muscle, but a lot of them looked like they worked within the church of the path, and they were genuinely monastic in nature, and kind of older and kind of spindly, you know. But there are two specific big boys with their usual cudgels, kind of just. You know, this was a problem we thought we had gotten rid of, you know, kind of a face. The one on the far end was the one that Skiop had hanging on a chain for coming and trying to convert him to the Church of the Path. And he kind of looks a little less sure from the other one. And
Hey, we saved you.
yeah, they're kind of standing next to each other, and the one that you saved is kind of like, he kind of starts whispering in his ear, but the second one kind of remains stalwart and is glaring.
Glaring back.
Yeah.
I'm like saying hi to everyone I see that one.
A small girl runs up to you, Tara. I knew you would come. I saved this for you, and it's this dried out flower, and it's wilted and stuff like that. She goes, "It died, but everything died here. But I kept it because I knew you would come to save us. You guys always come to save us."
Oh, I'm gonna take it. I'm like, that is so sweet.
I'm gonna cast Druidcraft to bring it back to life and make it bloom, and I'm gonna tuck it into her hair and I'm like, "Don't worry, we got you, okay?" And I'm gonna pat her on the head.
Big hug.
Oh, I'll just give a hug.
So,
We're just gonna kill her off first.
hungry? Food? Do you need food? What do you need? What's the plan?
Well, we need information on what's going on, what's happening, where's the lich, and food and sleep. Yes, please.
Right. Boy.
Don't
This kind of
yell at people.
this kind of tween, younger, kind of choir boy looking dude kind of comes up. He's got a shaved head, and he's like, "Yeah, tell him what you have told me. This is important." And he starts rolling himself a cigarette. Well, when everything started happening in the low places, Lord Tariff struck a deal. I don't know what the deal entitled, but I think it went sideways on him somehow. He was gone, and I managed to escape. But I think he made a deal, and some kind of agreement came, and this building remains.
Who's Lord Terror?
Lord Tariff is the keeper of the path. He was the council member of the path.
Okay,
you've
that
kind of
wasn't
bumped
the
into
one-
him a few times.
That wasn't the one I killed.
That was Lord Malachi,
Okay, cool.
who you would know is probably would probably be entombed in this church somewhere if they managed to get his body. My guess is that he made a bargain for his church, but the lich simply saved the building.
Hags and liches do love their wordplay.
There's someone else you should meet. They don't come out very often. We'll have to go below. We have made a few interesting friends. And he starts walking to behind the podium, and where you find a spiral staircase, and going down, you come down into this dark area. Fizbin, you pass by the Book of the Path on the podium.
Pass by
You
it.
pass by. Well, I mean, I'm just saying. I'm just.
Swipe it.
Okay, you.
I'm taking the book. It's definitely gonna be destroyed later.
You hear a, "Oi! What are you doing with our sacred tome?" And you look, and it's the bigger, the second kind of cudgel wielding zealot, if you will. And the other one's like, "Bobbins, I don't think it's shut up, Bobbins." And he kind of walks over and gets up in your grill.
Can I just look at him and make an intimidation check?
You absolutely may.
Before he even as he starts coming, can I just look and glare at him?
Can I help? Can I see the same thing and go just slightly primal behind? Just a
Sure.
tiny little Terra head. Just
Roll at advantage.
I mean, I have a plus 10 to
Today we are
intimidation, but
the
sure.
Badger.
I'm still helping.
2 16s, 26.
Okay. He kind of, and he just walks back to his post and kind of, "Show up, Jenna."
I just like turn around, fist bump Tara. We can
Oh my
glare
God.
too.
I can make my
Minty.
face real scary.
Minty, you watch the party meet with some E1T noble of some kind, Snake Lad, and then they go out of sight to a back room, you get the sense that you are actually being watched, which is not normal for you. And you kind of look, and you can see that there's like 3 bats that are just kind of chilling upside down. They've gotten behind you.
I have Albert just take like a little snap at, not of them, but just like at them.
Yeah.
Invitation.
Two of them kind of flap away.
Go away.
But one kind of gets a little farther down the line, tangle it upside down, just kind of looking at you.
Yeah, turn invisible.
Aren't bats blind?
Zubat is.
They might have blind sense. I'm not really sure.
Echolocation.
Yeah, would that be like
Yeah.
a tremor sense?
It would
Oh,
be
yeah.
a blind sight
Blindside.
based off of whatever echolocation you'd want to give them.
It looks confused. And it's like, and it kind of hops down. Kind of.
I am going to go into that back room with
Okay.
them, with
So
the
you
party.
move along the side and kind of roll again for stealth for me.
At advantage because invisibility.
Yes.
Okay, 23.
Nobody seems to notice you as you from the ceiling down the wall into the into the room from the top side like a freak and down the spiral staircase. Lord Philel, Prince Philel, sorry. He's gonna kind of turn and may I introduce? And he pulls a knife and starts moving through the party. Sorry, a rapier, and he draws it and goes, "You've been followed." And everyone turns and it's you know Minty.
I wouldn't be able to see him. I can't see invisible things.
Okay,
Yeah, can
Calm-
Prince
calm
Philel see
down.
he's
invisible
looking
things?
right at you.
Okay,
Calm.
well then I turn invisible and I go, I'm pretty sure it's you that's been followed. They knew I was here.
One of yours?
Uh-huh.
Yep.
Calm
okay.
down, Hallel. He is one of ours.
I belong to nobody. Except my mom.
No, we just mean you're our friend.
Welcome, friend.
I
And he
accept.
extends a hand.
I shake it with my tail.
Ah, do you smoke? Anyway, he starts rolling a cigarette. Might I introduce to you, Alan Year? And from the shadows, this bat transforms into a vampire. It is the same one that you saw upstairs, Minty. And he kind of steps out.
Oh, from like the top?
Yeah.
Okay.
He kind of steps out and goes, "Welcome to my humble abode."
Oh, I saw this guy up by the tower.
Glad to
He's
see
an
we
undead.
can be allies.
He's undead, isn't he?
He is.
I'm gonna drop the book.
Just a reminder. Okay, yeah, drop your book.
Yeah, drop the book and just kind of like hold my hand out to him. So there's a reason why there are undead living here now.
Prince Philel says, "Yes. From what I understand, they were here long before this whole problem arose. They said that a certain Dayton has worked with them before. And this is when the party remembers that there was some vampires who were trying to help them get into the monastery before the Lich attack. They see this is the same faction.
Were they just bats though, or was that were they like?
They were vamps. You met
just
them
don't
as
remember.
vampires. He had like an umbrella. But then the second you guys got into the monastery, Dayton's monastery, you guys cast Channel Divinity and you caused them all to flee.
Oh yeah. I just used my turn undead the whole time.
Yeah.
And just walked through it.
Yeah.
Real quick, is there in this room that we're in? Is there like a place where I could lay down?
Okay, yeah. So this is
Like
a
a
smaller
pew of some
chamber.
sort?
Yeah, you can see a couple bags of grain on one side. A cot on the other side. It looks like Prince Philel's been given his own quarters. This looked like it was at one time like a sacred room of some kind to the Church of the Path. You do also see a trapdoor in one back corner of the room.
Okay.
Prince Philel.
While they talk, I just want to casually, like, looking around, just walk over to the cot and lay down.
Okay. Albert comes over just. This building remained, and we made an effort to help some of the survivors that fled to this building. So far, it's been interesting, but we would very much like things to return how they were. Simpler times when people weren't. This lich is giving us a bad name, as it were. We came to this wonderful city to get away from other undead, but instead they seem to have found us again. I hardly think we are the cause, mind you. He plucks the cigarette from the prince and lights it. This is an empty box. There is no god here.
I could have told you that.
You just hear me in the corner. Ha! Just once.
We did find some interesting things downstairs, though. From what I understand, and Prince Philel cuts him off. From what we have learned, they were taking people that they had been keeping bloodlines of all this time back in your homeland, Thranduin, bringing them here and turning them into sorcerers.
I also could have told you that.
But now you have proof.
Right.
The instruments below are unsavory.
Well-
After seeing what people do to the Harmony's Chosen, stabbing them with antlers, yeah, I can't imagine any other false ways of obtaining power would be any less gruesome.
Please tell me of home. How fares the volcano?
Excuse me?
The village. Where we are from. My people. Are there still more of my people?
Yes, yeah, the volcano is fine. We actually came from there.
Fizbin got real concerned there for a minute because he asked that question broadly, and Fizbin is from a village that is by a volcano.
Oh,
So
that's
like
true.
his,
Oh,
just to put things
no.
into context.
Just went.
Like, Fizbin just went, I'm sorry, what?
He said, huh?
Then that is good news. I must away. I am going to my people. And he goes to one side and puts on a big cloak.
Watch out for the shadows.
Okay.
They're
with a capital S.
yeah,
Is he
they're
saying that's
actually
the prince?
creatures that will hurt you. So don't stick to the shadows hoping for safety because
Noted. In that case,
Is he saying this to the prince of the vampire?
he's saying.
I'm
it to the-
telling that to the prince.
Yeah. Who's
Oh,
getting
okay,
ready to
well,
leave?
I didn't tell the prince. Okay.
Also, I heard that it's worse down in the tunnels and stuff, so maybe travel to the volcano on land and go down that way.
What of the ocean?
Ocean seems pretty untouched, and we should have a backup ship on its way here.
Huh. I will give them your regards. And he
Okay.
takes off the cloak
And
and instead puts on these long wraps and starts binding all of what he would take with him underneath the wraps. I am an excellent swimmer.
Okay.
give my regards to the queen as well.
He puts out his cigarette and kind of steps up a little closer. Have you been coiling my sister?
I don't think that's
He's gonna-
the word.
He's gonna grab you and bring you a little closer. Speak, Dragonborn.
I must apologize. I don't think I was making it a secret at all. actually.
Go, Fizbin.
I
Proud of
was
you.
pretty open about it. I mean, the noises we made that night were you sleeping under a
Okay,
log?
Oh God.
They
Well,
were
I was
very
here.
loud.
That's my boy.
Ah.
I had to have Brady cast silence around us, so it just
So we could just fall asleep, finally.
Yeah.
You ever hear of turtles?
I'm leaving. He goes, ah. Ah, and he leaves. The vampire. So, enter stage left, or in some cases from above. What to do? A few things below that might help us, but I have not been able to get anywhere near any of it.
Why not?
no one invite you inside.
You know, he once goes into he derails completely and goes right into a story where he tries to like be invited into the house of a fairy so that he can eat her, but as the rules of fairies, you know, he can't go against any of the hospitality rules or else the fairy gets to eat him. And anyway, he snaps back. Regardless, something down there is keeping me away, and I'm
Well, we'll go check it out then.
right.
We take a nap first.
I miss sleep. And he walks away.
I'll head down to check out where these things are that may help.
You going alone?
No,
I
I'll
don't know,
go
am
with
I?
him. No, I'll go with him.
Ugh.
I'm so
I mean, if we're
tired.
going down the trap door,
We just took a short rest. What are you guys tired for?
Spell slots.
That doesn't help us with our spells.
Aww.
All right, but this is just purely for investigation. We don't need to be getting into another gigantic brawl with anything.
No brawls. Brawls, we're just getting stuff.
I hate
Okay.
this, by the way. We walked in. Our allies are now the path and the undead. I am not happy right now. I want to make this very clear. Our allies
guys-
are terrible.
And
They
just,
suck.
like, pats. Pat, 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 pat.
It's okay.
I kind of walk up and I go, "Did you guys know he was a vampire? That's wild."
That is crazy. What's a vampire?
That.
Okay.
Sometimes the enemy of our enemy has to be our friend.
Is our meat shield.
Sometimes
Yes, of course.
A limit-
They
Limited.
turn into bats.
Oh, I can do that.
That does happen sometimes too, I guess. Under
Wait, am I a
very similar
vampire?
circumstances.
You might be.
Cool.
Thrandude, have you opened the door, the trap door, yet?
Yes.
Okay. I am just kind of like grab onto the lip and swing down without taking a ladder or anything.
I'm not a cat, so I will take the ladder.
Okay.
Oh, I gotta climb down now. Great. This day gets worse and worse.
I don't know how.
Oh,
dark it
actually,
is,
I'll
but I
just
have-
cast levitate and just float down.
Can I sit on your shoulders?
Sure.
Yay!
Air Albert is on whatever open shoulder there is. He's not flying. He's just
Okay.
Tara.
I don't know how dark it is down here. But I have dark vision up to 120.
Nice. It is pitch black. And you can see the horrifying rituals and that have been taking place down here to create sorcerers, to awaken ancestral bloodlines that the Church of the Path has been keeping alive all this time. You do see Thranduin, you have dark vision, right?
I have double sight.
Yeah.
Yes.
As a drow. You do see
Was a warlock, but yeah.
you do see a plaque to the house name that you were enslaved to, in one kind of corner, and you can see it underneath a wall of scrolls. Or sorry, it's above a wall of like a shelf of scrolls, little cubbies.
Cool. Love that. Love to see it. Do I see anything else? Because like I can see normally, so it's not even like in shades of gray. It's just like
you can see a broken tomb, large gaping hole kind of going downwards, also with the family name plaque under it, above it. Damn it.
So that would be. Is it safe to assume that's probably where Malachi was buried?
It's safe to assume. Other things, you see this many strange grams as kind of in a weird spot in the floor, and Minty, as you kind of stand in it, you think you might be right under the bell.
So, imagine, right, stick with me. There's a hole that goes straight up. I think this would be right where the bell is. Otherwise, this is just terrible layout. Like, they don't even have it centered, which is just poor choice. Are there any, like, candles or lamps or anything in the room?
Didn't know
that
you were
lit?
so
There
learned on architecture.
a couple of wall sconces that you could light up, and torches that could be
Okay,
taken off
well,
the side.
I'll just, you know what? I'll just stand there with produce flame.
The room
30
lights up.
foot bright light. Right? Is that what it is?
Can I go look at some of these scrolls under this house name?
Yeah.
That I hate.
You pull it out and you start reading, and it's
Bright light for 10 feet, dim light for 10 feet.
it's a genealogy, and it looks like they've been preserving this house name specifically for this event when they finally found a land with investiture to be able to use those bloodlines to create sorcerers, which they will call clerics, and to prove their gods exist and the like, because the land of the Endeavor has long been a dead land. No investiture, no gods that are still awake, that Crichton called spirits, and
He saw the last one die
pretty much
with his own eyes.
Thranduin, they're making sorcerers. They're making powerful sorcerers out of the family that enslaved you.
I'm just gonna like soil with prestidigitation. I'm gonna just like soil and ruin them.
Okay.
Bad
And then I'm gonna
blood there?
hold, and then I'm gonna just like hold them over Mentee's produced flame. So he's just holding it, and it's just like crisping over and just fluttering away.
I try really hard to make the flame bigger, knowing that I can't.
I can't.
They're like,
I
yeah.
prestidigitate and make it like flare up as I throw the rest of them on all at once. Just
We want to burn that, and I kind of like head nod towards the shelf full of scrolls.
Are we doing the burning thing now? Is that what's
Not
happening
while
here?
Not while we and everyone are inside, and this is the only safe building in town. Patience,
Oh,
guys.
it's made out of stone.
are any of the other scrolls? Is it all just genealogies, or are any of them spell scrolls or anything like that?
You do find a few scrolls that are how they are going about manipulating the investiture to be able to activate the sorcerer bloodline, but no spell scrolls.
Okay.
Ritual scrolls, essentially.
Then I'll just.
And
it was
you,
really the house that I hated.
As you burn the last of the house scroll of this house name, you caught a name of it, and it says Lord Malachi. And as that last kind of fluttering name kind of moves up and is consumed by fire, you hear, and out from the hole comes this Lord Malachi, undead, comes crawling out of the hole. Roll initiative.
Round
Oh
two.
boy. We said we weren't gonna fight stuff. We lied.
I made
Dirty 20.
no such promises. Dirty 20. Well done. $16. Who's got the higher? Oh, I know who's got the higher text. Never mind.
Yep.
Some decent rolls tonight, guys.
Yeah, I'm surprised. When they matter.
All of my other rolls have been awful.
Yeah.
Jake's on fire tonight.
Am I?
You rolled a 100.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
I was gonna say I think I
Can I
rolled
get-
the lowest initiative just now. I don't know.
Can I get a general layout?
Yes.
Of
Give me a
this
second
room.
to turn this music down. Damn.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's loud.
You're loud.
I mean, you're right.
Mm-hmm.
What?
Mm-hmm.
Hang on. There we go. That's an appropriate volume, I feel like. Okay. What was I doing? Sorry.
Battle.
Lord,
Attack
a
this.
general
Okay.
layout of the room.
Yes, thank you. Okay, pretty cramped. This is roughly 40 feet by, we're gonna say 60 feet long. You guys are roughly in the middle of the room. Along the sides of the wall are these little kind of cubbies, kind of larger enclaves where people would be strapped to tables and stuff like that. Yeah, kind of just like we're gonna say bathroom stall kind of into the wall sized areas where tables, and you can see the belts and stuff like that, and the tubes and the various magical grams and sigils.
Height of room?
10 feet.
Okay.
Not very tall at all. This mummy, Lord Malachi, is straight up just scraping the top of it. No armor. The paladin sigil of his family is long gone. You can see where you slew him. The gash of his open throat just kind of peeled open. Tara, you're up first.
Alrighty. Sorry if you already said. How far away?
From you, about 20 feet.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, so it's gonna be a very cramped fight.
And since I'm first, does this happen to be a monster? Like a creature?
Yep.
Hi, you look very scary. Please don't attack us. Roll a wisdom save for me, please.
I have advantage. $21.
Oh no. Okay. I'm gonna back up to wherever I can back up, but I'll be like, hey, I can't make it, my friend, guys. And that'll be my turn, and I'll get ready to fight it.
All right. I'm just gonna open up swinging. I'm just gonna pull out the big boy spells. On a creature you can see within range, it's got a bone to pick with Thranduin. Thranduin, you need to make a con save.
A con
You
save.
see it raise its hand as this pestilence comes from out of its throat along its hand and rolls it, and it goes to hit you.
That is a 16.
Okay, you're going to be taking the full damage. You take necrotic damage, right?
Huh?
You take necrotic damage, yeah?
I think so, yeah.
I think it's fire damage you take half of.
Yeah.
Yeah. 14d6 necrotic damage.
Ow.
All right, that's cool. That's cool.
That's 5. It's a couple of ones. That's good.
The average of this is going to be like a 49, so.
So what was it that he hit me with?
Harm. The spell harm.
Sounds like it.
Yeah, sounds like-
58 necrotic damage.
Oh, all right.
And the targets can't reduce the sorry. On a failed save, it takes 14d6 necrotic damage, half as much on a successful save. So the damage can't reduce the target's hit points below 1. If the target fails the saving throw, its hit point maximum is reduced for 1 hour by any amount equal to the necrotic damage it took.
Damn.
I have a fun little reaction to take.
Yeah, you do. Let's go.
Because I took damage. Let's see. I will make a melee attack against it with advantage.
Okay.
On Elven accuracy. 25 to hit.
25 to hit. That hits.
17 magical slashing, and then we will be adding a smite on top.
Okay. Magical slashing. Very good.
And because he's undead, I get an extra d8.
Anyone who's got food on them right now, the food instantly molders. The water turns to vinegar.
Mm.
Yum.
Oh, my hill giant.
This would be a great
Oh.
insult.
That would have been a great time to use Cloud Rune.
I can't put the damage on anyone. I can't put the damage back on the attacker, and there would be nobody else to put it onto.
Oof.
Don't worry, I have another reaction.
23. Radiant, yeah. 23 radiant damage.
23 radiant damage. All right. So that's the end of your reaction, yeah?
Yes.
Okay. It is going to now look at you, and you need a DC 16 wisdom save.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20, nicely done. Okay. That's the end of its turn. We go to Minty
Okay.
with Fizbin on deck.
Well, I have a reaction since you decided to end your turn within 30 feet of me. I'm gonna need a DC 15 Wisdom save from you.
Hey, yo. Dirty 20.
All right.
What would have happened?
Never mind. Wouldn't you like to know?
Oh, no. All right.
All right.
Minty, your turn. Fizbin on deck.
Those little alcoves you said.
Mm-hmm.
Are they like? Is that a place where I could get cover?
You could zip under the table and prop it up. You could, if you go under the table and go all the way to the back, it's about 6 feet long. Yeah, you can get cover there.
All right. I'd like the idea of flipping a table.
Okay, you zip in there. It's kind of like a bathroom stall, but the length of a mattress, and you kind of put it up, and you've got cover. You flip up the table, and so you're kind of in there alone now.
Half cover. I'm looking
The
for a
table
place
is the
where
length
I can,
of the room. You got full cover, but you can move that around as you
okay, I
see
can
fit.
pop out and
Mm-hmm.
pop back in. All right. So I'm back there. I am going to, with the fire in my hand, I'm chucking it at the guy.
Okay.
Uh, 25 to hit.
25 hits.
And he takes 14 fire damage.
14 fire damage. Very good.
Okay, and now I'm pulling the oath bow, and I'm doing the swift death to those who have wronged me. I whisper that to my friggin' bow in Elvish.
Okay.
And let's see. I will now have advantage on the attacks. 20 to hit.
20 to hit. 20 hits.
Okay. 8 plus 11. I'm sorry, 12 plus 11. It's 29 damage from the arrow.
Is it just normal piercing damage or is it magical?
It's with the oath bow.
It's magical.
Okay.
So
If it's from a magic weapon, it's going to be magical.
Okay.
You asked that because regular damage is not going to hurt it. But Albert's magic, so.
Albert is magic. He's a magical lad.
Yeah. Do I wanna? Yeah. So with that, with my bonus action, Albert is attacking twice. He has a 60-foot fly speed, and he does not invoke opportunity attack.
He goes in for the chomp.
It's my, what does it say? My spell attack DC to hit. So I have a +8 on the hit.
So what is it? Sorry.
23 to hit with the first attack.
23 hits.
And it does 10 damage.
10 damage. All right.
Yep. And then we have 17 to hit on the second attack.
Albert takes 9 necrotic damage on the first chomp. And 17 on the second one just hits.
Okay. You said 7.
Wait, yeah.
necrotic?
How did you produce flame and shoot your bow at the same time on the same turn?
Flame was already produced.
Yeah, he
So
had
it
it.
was
He's
just a
been
throw.
standing there with it.
Nice. Chambered around.
It says when you cast the spell or as an action on
also
a
that.
later turn, you can hurl the flame at a creature. You still have to use an action to hurl the flame.
An attack action, yeah.
Right. So you couldn't have used the bow.
When you use an attack action, you have multi-attack, don't you?
I do.
Yeah, so if you
Okay.
one attack action, he just does another attack action.
Yeah.
Okay. So, now what? 17
Albert's
just hits.
second attack just hits D4. That's another 10 damage from Albert.
Okay, that's another 6 necrotic damage for Albert.
Okay, that's 13. Well, let me take that off. I'll do that in a second. And then I'm gonna have Albert. He flew 20 feet in for the attack.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna have him fly under the table on the other side.
Okay.
Of me.
All right. Now it would be Fibsbin's turn, but this boy is going to take a legendary action. Uttering a blasphemous word.
Well, okay, all right. Now I'm upset.
Each non-undead creature within 10 feet of the mummy lord. Oh, no, that's 10 feet. No one's within 10 feet. All right, never mind. Fizbin, you're up.
Oh, I thought Thranduin smacked it. Or was that with it? That was his reaction,
That
right?
was his reaction.
Yeah.
Was that a melee attack?
He would have been too far away. For a
How
melee
far
attack.
away?
20 feet.
Oh, I thought he was closer. I thought I was next to
Alright.
him when he came out of the hole.
So I'm
I
giving
thought
you
it was
your
too.
reaction back.
Okay.
All right.
Well, that doesn't help me at all. I thought he was next to he was
Nope.
next to the guy. Dang it. Okay, that's fine. Fizbin will still do the thing he was gonna do and just kind of be behind Thranduin and smack him upside the head for some cure wounds for
Okay.
29 HP.
All right. Nice. 29.
Yeah, it's 5th level, and then we'll spend the rest of his movement to try and position himself to a flanking position for when Thranduin moves up.
Okay. So you're trying to flank it. You're trying to get around him.
Yeah.
Okay. You can get next to him, but as of right now, you can't get behind him without crawling
that's
in
fine,
the
yeah.
hole. Okay.
Yeah, because Thranduin will just have to go when his move become
Okay.
flanked or flanking position. So
All right.
make it easy for him.
Thranduin.
Right. Bonus action. Hexblade's Curse.
Okay.
So I now get bonus damage, crit on 19 or 20, and heal when he dies.
Okay.
And then I will move up around into the flanking position,
Very good.
and I will attempt to smack. Wouldn't you know it? The first one's a 19. All right.
Love it. Love to see it.
Hey,
You do love to see it.
Fizbin, real quick.
Yes.
Does lightning damage hurt you? Are you like resistant to it?
I am immune to lightning
Oh, perfect. Okay, don't worry about it.
because I have the storm
I
girdle on.
know what you're gonna do.
So
I'm
we're gonna
immune
do-
to lightning and thunder.
Cool. Love that for you.
We are going to do a 5th level smite,
Nice.
which will be 12d8.
12d8, he says.
Insane.
Yeah.
The
Ah,
amount
Kitty,
of
thank you
dice
for
you
this
roll.
Prime sub. Oh my god, thank you.
Woo.
The amount of dice you roll is higher than the die number.
Hey, Feff,
Yeah, buddy.
how far away does my armor launch? Not that I'm gonna do it. It's just,
Not that I would, but
it's nice to know. Yeah.
just, you know.
Face hugger, go!
Thank you, Vloxen.
So 11 magical slashing. And then
Take 10
A
necrotic
whole-
damage.
a whole bunch of radiant.
Okay. You take 10 necrotic damage as well.
Is that from just a reaction of
Touching
some
him.
type, or
No, just hitting him.
Albert took the necrotic damage, or else I would have announced it.
Albert didn't take the necrotic damage?
He did,
Okay.
but I
Oh,
wouldn't
you would have
know
if you had. Yeah, I got you.
that they were
66?
battle cries.
66 radiant.
Damn! Alright.
And then attack number 2.
Thought we said this was investigative!
Oh my gosh.
Thought we agreed no fighting!
Yeah.
No.
Deja vu, guys.
Hexblade's curse is the best thing ever.
Are
'Cause that's
those the
another
amethyst
19.
dice I got you?
It is.
Well, enjoy another 9 necrotic damage. Haha.
Ow.
Ow! Oh no!
Almost used up all my healing. How dare you?
That's okay. I got it if we need.
What kind of noises does this guy make when he gets hit, Feff? Just give me some. run me through some voice acting. What do you? All right, here's the situation. Albert with wings has flown in, and with his little talons, he's gone scratch, 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 scratch.
Mm-hmm.
What is the
Perform.
noise?
Perform for us.
Okay, yeah, sure. What
That was a
is-
choice.
How does how does the mummy say ow?
Drop to die.
Well done.
These are
Well done.
noises. These are noises.
These are stellar sounds. SS, stellar sounds.
I don't know if that's the best acronym.
I'm gonna need
Using.
an entire sound box of just
I
all
actually
of your
got that
different
award in
Noise.
college once.
music. Right?
That was we
Yeah.
were graduating, doing like little award ceremony things. They were like, and Jeff is the sound box. And I was like, he's got a sound effect for everything. And I was like, I do.
18 magical slashing.
Okay.
And then
Give us the
Ooh.
Oh, my throat's fine. I can make noises like that all day.
I just don't know if that's a mummy noise.
81 radiant.
80. Oh my god. Okay. Damn.
And I believe that will be all for me.
Nice. All right. Different legendary action. The Mummy Lord unleashes negative energy. Creatures within 60 feet of the mummy, which is everyone, including ones behind barriers and around corners,
Oh.
cannot regain hit points until the end of the Mummy Lord's next turn.
Oh, that's fine.
Fine.
Two.
You say that, and I'm the one
There's-
right next to him.
Is there a saving throw for that? I wasn't.
There is not.
Oh.
The legendary effect.
Just straight facts.
Okay. Two Verogiles, which are what these headless flapping. Sorry, just the flapping heads come out from the crypt below.
Oh, good.
One tries to dart through the party to get to Terra, and Fizbin gets a reaction. The other one
¿Por qué?
goes for Fizbin.
My staff.
A third one is actually above Minty.
Rude.
Thranduin, you recognize these heads. They're
Oh.
lesser noble lords within the family name.
Haha. Sucks to suck.
First one for Terra. The Verogile kisses one incapacitated humanoid within 5 feet of it. So first it needs to incapacitate. Sorry. Stunning shriek. The Verogile shrieks each humanoid and beast within 30 feet of the Verogile and able to hear it must succeed on a DC 12 Wisdom saving throw or be frightened.
Fish, you can't frighten me.
Am I doing the
Same.
save before or after my reaction?
Well, I think
You
Tara's
go
at the back
first,
of the room, and
Mr.
she's like 60 feet away from us.
From
Yeah, I ran all the way
she
to
would
the
be
back
next
of
to
the room.
Fizbin. Or the
No,
thing
she
would
ran to
have
the
to
back of
pass
the
by
room.
Fizbin. So Fizbin still gets his reaction.
Oh yeah, Fizbin gets a reaction.
You're right. But can you actually not be frightened?
Yeah, no, I'm immune.
Nice.
Same.
And the shriek is too far away for the rest of us to hear.
Correct.
Cool. Well, I passed regardless. Because I have warcasting, I can use a spell as my reaction. So I'm gonna need it to make a Wisdom 18 saving throw as I cast Toll the Bell.
Oh, I rolled a 17. 15.
All right. Well, it hasn't taken damage yet, right? It's not missing
Correct.
any of its hit points.
Correct.
So it will just take 3d8.
Okay.
3d8 necrotic damage. 11 necrotic damage.
It dies and just doesn't even get its shriek off and
All right, then.
crumbles and splatters like a rotten watermelon at Terra's feet.
All right, then like a cheater, I will use that 18 that I rolled on the d20 for my next roll, no matter what it is.
The next Verogile goes for Fizbin. Tries to take a bite out of you. Ooh,
Sure
that
you
actually
will.
probably will hit. Does a 23 hit.
It does.
Yay!
What am I? Thranduin?
You take 3 piercing damage and
Fine, I get the
12 poison damage.
3 and 12. Okay.
And it's going to try to kiss you.
Back off.
Incapacitated.
Yeah.
He's not incapacitated.
Yeah. Oh, I'm just saying it tries to.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah.
The final Verogile.
Give me a little kiss.
You'll kiss. Shrieks above you, Minty, and that's how you become aware of it. Make a DC 12 Wisdom saving throw or become frightened. If you are frightened in this way, the target is stunned.
How about a 21?
Yeah. All right, and then it's just going to try to give you a little bite. That's probably not 15. 15 hit.
Nope.
Okay, it tries to, and it does not. Top of the round, the party watches as some of the spilt dust that's been leaking out of the mummy slowly draws back into the mummy. Terra, you're up with the mummy on deck.
Great. Tara's gonna look at the little thing that fell down on the floor in front of her, and she goes, "You think you can be scary? I'll show you scary." And she casts Guardian of Nature on herself and goes into her very primal form, just the beast snout forming and the fur coming across. And then she is going to charge at the mummy with her extra movement. She should be able to make it up there because of the beast shape. And she is going to put out a claw as the long nails come growing out of it, and she's gonna primal savagery.
The
Slash at
Guile
them.
by Fizbin will get an attack of opportunity. Doesn't hit.
Okay. I was like, I don't know where everything is. That's gonna be a 28 to hit the mummy.
28 hits.
Oh, I fell. Roll a different one. That is going to be 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. 18 poison damage and 5 bludgeoning, I think. Just because of the primal shape.
Okay.
And that'll be my turn.
All right. With 2 people up in the mummy's face, the mummy is going to use Blinding Dust. Blinding dust and sand swirls magically around the mummy lord. Each creature within 5 feet of the mummy lord must succeed on DC 16 con save or be blinded until the end of the creature's next turn.
Oh, good. That's my favorite.
This is a magical effect.
This is, I would say no. This is Blinding Dust and
Oh.
sand.
Pocket
Oh
sand.
no, swirls magically. Yes.
Okay, cool.
never
So I
mind.
get advantage.
Nice.
Magic pocket
16.
sand.
16.
What was it?
DC
What was it?
16
16.
con save or be blinded.
Con, thank you. 19.
On the nose.
Okay. Thranduin?
21.
21. Nice. Not blinded. Then it's going to take one of its rotting fists and try to bonk Thranduin. That's a crit. That's not good.
Oh no.
That's not good. Oh no.
Oh no, this was.
Oh no, that's so terrible that you rolled a crit
Oh yeah.
on somebody within 30 feet of me, Feff. Oh no. No, you go ahead and roll your damages.
That is going to be 16 bludgeoning damage plus.
Mhm.
Write this down. 16 bludgeoning damage plus. 31 necrotic.
All right, so the head next to me blows up. It's dead.
Okay. Nice. Okay. Lastly, it's going to try to dreadfully glare at Fizbin. Fizbin, you need a DC 16 Wiz save, or become frightened until the end of the mummy's next turn.
Wisdom's my strongest one.
Yep.
17.
17. Okay, you're good. Minty
Rolled a 7.
with Fizbin
Okay.
on deck.
Who's all within 10 feet of this mummy right now?
Terra, Thranduin, Fizbin.
Hit me.
Never mind.
Fizbin, what
Hit
was your
me.
con save?
Do it. I have all of the help.
17.
Okay.
Oh, con save 16.
Okay.
I mean, if you're fine with it.
Hit me. I have so much health. Go for it.
Cut me, Mick.
I look back at you and go, in my primal, just beast shape.
And I go, I don't know what that means.
Yeah.
Bonus action, I'm going to cast Lightning Arrow.
Okay.
Is that just like a straight line?
It hits the target and anybody within 10 feet of the target.
Oh, okay.
It's not a straight line, it's lightning doing lightning things. And the first attack with the Oath Bow Advantage is going to be 27 to hit.
27 hits.
Okay, he takes 4d8 lightning. And the rest of you, besides Fizbin, since he's immune to lightning, so he takes 15 lightning damage.
Okay.
Let me look at the spell thing really quick to see, because you guys have to make a dex save. It is a
Pork, you can see a picture in the Discord.
DC 16 dex save.
21.
Dex 7.
No, you're fine. Oh,
Oh.
I guess there is a head there. The head would have to make a DC 16 dex save as well.
That is a 9 then.
Oh, there's
Okay,
still a head?
2d8 damage to that.
I thought there was 2. There's 3 of them?
Two came out of the
that
crypt
head
and
takes,
one was above Minty. Go ahead.
Yeah,
It
that
was
one takes
16
9
exactly.
lightning damage.
Oh, it's still alive.
And you got 16 exactly, Jake?
Yeah.
Wow.
Okay, so you
means
you
it
beat
beats,
it then.
yeah.
So yep, the head has very little health left.
That's the one on Fizbin.
Yeah. So my next attack, next roll, crit.
Nice.
Let's go.
Oh, I'm sorry, I forgot to add the mods to the lightning. It only affects the big guy,
Okay.
but he gets an extra 3d6.
Hell yeah.
Damn. Yeah, that's not something. Yeah, you want to add that.
Yeah. So he gets another 8 damage.
Whoa, you just started sounding fantastic.
Yeah.
Yeah, my AirPods died.
Oh.
Oh,
Another-
you sound great now.
Roll your damage.
So that'd be 2d8 4. That's 8, and then 66, 15, 23 more on that second hit.
Got it. All right. Is that your turn, Minty?
No. Because I remembered that I had this. Action surge.
There we go.
Yeah.
You can do that.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
forget too. So 2 more arrows are coming at you.
All right.
That is a 29 to hit.
That hits.
That does 9 plus, that's 15 more.
Okay.
And then one last strike. We're looking at a 18 to hit.
18 hits.
And that is 11 plus 13, 24 more.
Okay. I will say also, with that crit, you suddenly got the most vicious pang of hunger that you've ever experienced. To the point where you eat almost anything. Anything.
Okay, you got some crispy hill giant in there.
Ew,
Some
it's all
moldy hill giant.
gross.
Mmm. Sounds delicious right now.
Okay. Legendary action. Blasphemous word. The Mummy Lord utters a blasphemous word. Each non-undead creature within 10 feet, which is Terra, Thranduin, and Fizbin,
I clutch my pearls.
needs to make a DC 16 con save or be stunned
Stop it.
until the end of the mummy's next turn.
Is it magical?
Stop it. Oh, nice. Nice. All right,
I'm
cool.
gonna say yes.
21.
22.
Nice.
19.
Nice. Fizbin?
19. Or
19,
21.
alright.
19 plus 2.
It was a blasphemous word. All right. Fizbin,
I'm
you're up.
upset. I'm upset. Throwing blasphemous words at me. Ugh. Like, oh, what's the
We
Music
are in
Man
a
song?
church, sir.
Watch your
Odds
profanity.
Watch your profanity. I'm rolling with I'm rolling with advantage, yes, because you're next to him as well, right? We're flanking him.
You could. No one's able to get behind him because he's up against the hole of the wall.
We can't get on either side.
We can't
of
get
him?
on either side of him to flank him.
Yes, you can. Sorry. Thank you. So yes.
Then what is my to hit? Oh, plus 11. So 24 to hit.
24 hits. You take, what is that? 6. You take 7 necrotic damage.
Of course I do. Ow. And then he takes. Let's see. There's that 6 radiant, 5 magical bludgeoning, and 12 thunder damage.
Thunder damage.
Yes.
All right. Fizbin, how do you want to do this?
Well, there was that I just kind of got into the flanking position for Thranduin to do crazy amounts of damage, and then the lightning bolts came in, and then just like struck everywhere, right? And like the Lich is all just like getting hit with all these lightning bolts, and Fizbin's just taking it in as he just wounds up his devotee sensor, just like transfers that essentially that the power of that lightning into his hand, and then just uppercut clocks this guy with the devotee sensor right into his jaw.
It just breaks off backwards.
Thunder explosion.
Cool.
Ale hydrate.
All right. Which leaves us with the last Pharaoh Guile. Thranduin.
How far away is it?
5 feet.
It's right next to me.
Oh, okay.
And he's got 2 hit points left.
Something like that.
Something like that.
I'll just lower my sword at it and do 3 bolts of Eldritch Blast at it.
Okay. Hail Hydrate. Thank you.
Oh, wait. I gain health back, I think, from it dying.
Hey, there's a hail hydrate.
Damn, we didn't get a moon this episode.
I would also like to point out it has been forever since Fizbin's been able to actually. I don't think almost ever Fizbin's been the last hit. It's always, it's been such a long time.
So it's got to
I'm
feel
super
real
excited about
satisfying that that it's in the Church of the Path.
Yeah.
Heck yeah.
Love it.
Woo.
Well, one of them's a nat 20.
All right, yeah, it's dead.
I'll just
casually.
just almost bored.
Mm-hmm. All right.
But also secretly ecstatic that I just blew up one of those nobles from that horrible house.
Mm-hmm. Your weapon awakens. Once again. I believe it's in the exalted state now.
Whisper? Yeah.
Not Whisper, the other one.
Oh,
The one that you've had.
what?
The one you've had this whole time.
My breastplate?
Yes. It goes to the
Oh,
next stage.
That one's already maxed out.
Oh, it's maxed?
Yeah. It was maxed out when I killed him the first time.
Fizbin! Yours isn't maxed, Fizbin?
I believe it is.
All right, never mind.
I think mine was maxed first because it's only got one stage.
I mean, if we want to awaken it more and make it do more damage, then I'm fine with that.
Yeah, you can give me more than 23 strength if you want to do that.
Minty, you are still insanely hungry. Like, it is now
Yes,
your
I'm-
primary need.
Oh, I'm going to walk over to. Let me see your giant meat.
Which would have
Your hill
rotted.
giant.
Yeah.
I'm going to cast Purify Food and Drink.
Takes 10 minutes, I believe, doesn't it? Oh, it takes an action. Never
I was
mind.
gonna say, like,
Yeah.
Here, the other one takes 10 minutes. Yeah, you're right. Oh my god.
I'm gonna gather all the food within into a 5-foot radius sphere,
Okay.
and then I'm just gonna
Can you
purify all of
hurry
it all
up?
at once.
That's not gonna make it taste good. Just free of poison and disease.
It's cooked hill giant fat. It's gonna taste good.
Yeah, there you go. Now you won't like immediately die from that.
Tara, you
How about
watch as he just with a disturbing fervor just starts gorging himself.
He was raised by alligators. It's fine.
I also give some to Air Albert.
While he's doing that, I'm just in my moment, and just out of like pure, I don't know, sheer willpower, I give him a pat on the back as he's eating, and for the first time cast Greater Restoration, and give him his strength back.
Oh.
That pat on the back makes you feel so much better.
It does. Now I'm eating harder.
You notice that your hunger is somewhat lessened. Not from eating. You were eating and eating and eating and eating, and you were like, holy, it's not doing anything. And then the pat in the back actually tempered that a little bit. Now it is something that you could ignore.
So is it just because someone touched me?
You heard him cast a spell.
I've used the power of the Stormfather to bring you your strength back. And if you have any other ailments and any other curses that may avail you, I can probably do the same thing later on.
I don't know. I just keep getting really hungry every time I use this stupid bow.
Yes.
Well,
if it's a cursed item, I can perhaps remove it from you.
well, didn't we have a discussion about this before?
Yeah, I stole it from some hungry guy.
From the church.
Is that what that was?
Yeah,
You
it was
climbed
the
in a
Church of
tower
Hunger.
like this, right?
We talked about this. This was the Church of Hunger.
Yeah, you made a deal with hunger and didn't really get the details, so now you use the bow and get hungry and have no idea how to state that.
It's not a curse.
We don't know.
Feels
that.
like a curse.
It does
Well,
feel
it was
like a
probably
curse.
something more akin to a pact, and I would be familiar with those because I've
Oh.
Okay,
unfortunately made them
so
before.
how do I stop being hungry?
Paying attention to what the terms of the pact were when it was made would have helped.
Okay, any other ideas?
We can go back and you could
Go
ask
back and
them.
talk to hunger, I guess.
I'm gonna fight him.
Oh, well
Yeah, I
then
mean-
count us in.
I just
Enemy of the
point at
Stormfather?
Thranduil.
Absolutely, we're gonna murder the crap out of this guy.
Vengeance? Vengeance?
Hunger, but yeah.
Sure.
So,
Hunger
this whole
It's
set-
not the Stormfather, so yeah, let's do it.
Hunger is a god, right?
A god. It's yes, but it.
I could.
Didn't start that way.
I've been one of those before.
Well, all I'm saying is I've done this to speak to the Stormfather. We could try using divination to talk to and ask him what the terms were.
We can just call him up.
I can try.
If we call him up, I'm gonna let him know I'm gonna fight him.
Well, I mean, I can ask a single question concerning like a specific goal, event, or activity to occur within 7 days.
Are you ready to fight?
No, you should
It's
ask
not-
about the hunger. It should be the
It's-
hunger should be the priority.
No, I like his question.
I'm just gonna like
Wait,
gather
you know
some
what?
of the food.
Surprise
What's that-
attacks
what's that,
are also fun.
I'm gonna gather some of the food to make the like mural to hunger. I'm gonna stack them up so it looks like interesting plating.
Okay.
I'm gonna quickly grow some like lettuce from my seeds with Druidcraft to like
Okay.
make it pretty.
The garnish.
I can ask him a question.
Why me hungry?
Okay.
Not
I
enough
will-
hill giant.
It's a ritual. So I sit there. Oh, it just has one action. So sit there and I'll start to cast and start to focus on hunger and the food and like I am also hungry because I haven't eaten, so I draw from that to be more of the like word to hunger. And I'm just like, why is Mentiro so hungry?
And that's the answer we'll start with next episode. Tune in next Tuesday.
That coward.
Can we say that we get whatever it is that we're down here to get?
We'll pick up with that.
I was gonna go looting the tombs anyway.
Yeah.
Everyone, thank you for
Passing
being
passing
here.
the ritual.
Hang on.
I'm hanging on.
Everyone, thank you for being here. Tune in Thursday for Kjol with some amazing people over there as well. And Friday, Saturday here on Sir Feffers, where just some normal gaming stream and stuff like that. But this has been Longshot. This has been Terraform. I'm Sir Feffers. I'm excited to see where this goes. It's going to be brutal, to say the least.